Oh, this is hard.
The game is started.
This is all very hard. Okay, looks like I'm black again. Let's do it. We'll do the same thing, I guess, because why not? Oh, he's actually not going to do the hit-on thing again, right? All right, so it looks like he's just very calmly, very calmly taking his stuff. So we don't want an enclosure and extension, so we'll take the enclosure away. Everyone loves pincering. Everyone and their mother loves it. I love this variation so much, but sometimes it backfires. But I absolutely hate just doing this so passively. I can't. I gotta do it. Gotta do it. So we're gonna, oh, it's new. So let's do a little reading, huh? I go up. He goes here. I go, he goes here. I take, he goes that way. I want to do this, but does the cut work now? He's there, and then cuts. I think the cut does work now. So let's defend this. Take an enclosure here, I guess. Ooh, probably should have extended here first. Yeah. Let's give our group some safety. And grab an extension this way. Okay. So we're gonna go up. Kind of want to hit that up there. Hit me up on the DMs. Okay, want to stay solid. Okay. That's interesting. Can just take that, I guess. That'll be weak group time. How best to do this? There's the obvious cap, but the cap isn't really doing anything for me. Take this extension away. Maybe attack it this way? Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Alright. So he's gonna attack that then. I feel like that's good shape. Totally. Please crosscut. Do it. Ah, you didn't do it. I wanted you to do it. Guess we'll keep going. Because we can. Oh. Look at you, Mr. Fancy. Maybe I should have done this way. Maybe I should have done this way. Because that way at least threatens the ladder, right? Which you would have had to defend against. Then I can turn. You know, I kind of think this works. We're gonna Hane. We're gonna try to capture this. Let's do it. Okay. He is not gonna defend. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, is interesting. It's gonna let me have all of that. Unless, of course, I'm misreading and it can't be captured, which is super possible. Right. I simply connect, right? Best thing is, so push through, I go up, he has to stop me, right? I Atari, he connects, I Atari down. It is 3 liberties to 4 liberties, so I should be fine. If I go up, if I go down and he cuts, I can go 1, he has to connect, 2, that's 3 liberties to 2 liberties, that doesn't work. Down he cuts, I go 1, 2, and then I like solidify my group. He can do what? Push here, then I connect, then he goes down, then I go down, then he connects, then I connect. Now I'm like threatening to sweep out his base over here. Let's say I go down this way. If I go down this way, he goes up, I go, he Ataris, I connect. He connects. Nah, I think the only move is to try to go this way or this way. I'm going to try to solidify this way and see what happens. Really interesting moves this guy's got right now. So if I go here, he goes there. If I just do this. What's the best way to do this? I like this move, actually. It's like a little bit forcing everywhere, you know? If he tries to split me, Alatari... Okay, it's gonna do that. At this point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can give that Hane. How am I looking in terms of can I capture this group or not? So if I don't do anything, he can play here. I go there. Sente, so he goes there. Ooh, it doesn't feel awesome. If I go here, though, and he goes there, I go there. He has to defend. If I go here, he goes there. I think I'm fine this way if I just do this. Because then I'll have an I. And then, like, all the forcing moves. And he's still got to worry about this group. And now I can take the corner away. Because, yeah, why not? Take his corner. And I can invade here. I'm pretty sure that'll work. Whew, if this can live, this will be great. All right. If I just descend here, that's the move, right? Maybe I should do this instead. No. If I do this instead, he Hanes, I do that, he connects. No, I can't do that. It's gotta be here. Mm-hmm. All right, gotta play here to kill it. Oh, this might not work. I don't know if this is gonna work. This is crazy. I think I got it. He has to descend. If he goes this way, I go this way. He has to descend one more time. I Atari, and then that's capture. Still doesn't work. Because I can just do this. Whew! Wow. That was crazy. That was a hoot and a half. Oh. Oh my god. That is clever. But I think I have a clever move of my own. Whew! Well, that was close. We did it, though. We did it. Okay. Protected his corner, so that's good. Oh, man. Just gotta reset from that. That was insane. Hey, what's up? Oh yeah, coordinates, again. Every time I say I forget them. Alright, so we killed that. That's cool. He did not answer this at all, which I kind of want to harass him for. So let's do that now. Cause we're breaking free. We're soaring, flying. There's not a star in heaven that we can't reach. Keep up the pressure, I suppose. Under pressure, boom, 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 boom. Can I wedge here? I don't think I can attack this anymore usefully. Can I? Can I keep this going? Kind of want to do that. That kind of feels big. Because then I'll be able to pull that stone out. And like none of that will be points. There's also this, which would be awesome considering like I have a wall here that he can't do anything about. That's a lot too. Am I leaving a shape problem, though? I go down, he was here, he cuts, I descend, 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 descend. Kind of feel like I am. I'm going to fix my shape. Also make territory at the same time. I'm looking at... Ooh. Okay, well, that didn't do anything. Does that do something? Doesn't affect this. If he descends, that makes it 3 liberties to 3 liberties, and it's my move. So I would be able to go here. If he goes up, if he does this, I cap here, he goes, then I do that, and then I've captured it. I don't think I need to do anything. If he goes here, I go down, goes down, it's bad shape and stuff. So right now it's 4-2. He can make it 3-3, but then it will be my move. So not a problem. So let's think about invading here. That would be fun, right? That'd be super fun. I also want to take this point for some reason. So if I go here, he goes there, we go down. I extend up. He Ataris, I Atari. Doot, 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 doot. Ladder doesn't work either way. What about that move? I keep forgetting about the side attachment as being a thing. And it's really cool looking. I want to try it. So then I can cross cut. Or I can just limit. Because like I have help here now, right? Could double Hane too now that I thought about it. This can also be considered like a large scale leaning attack on now I can do a splitting thingy. But he caught me in this little shape issue here. But now I'm making points here, which is cool. Getting some center stuff. Let's see. Okay, he recognizes that there is indeed a need to care. That's good, you know? Making him care is all I really want, you know? I think we can still cut it this way. So now he's got to run this way, and I'll be able to chase it. Oh, but I guess he does have to kind of do that. If that's the case, I can do this now. Can I do this? Cannot. But I can go over here. Keep pushing, because why not? Make a wall facing here. Threaten to break this guy out. Now I'll just help solidify my top. so I don't have a problem with that. Now that guard's against the push, because the push is Gote for him. So that's cool. Oh, all right. So he agrees that that's a pretty important thing to do. But this is going to end in Sente for me because he's going to need to connect here. Also, wait, this thing doesn't have any eyes, does it? I feel like it doesn't have any. Did I just kill something without even meaning to? I wasn't even looking at this thing. I was just like making leaning attacks and stuff. Wow. Is like everything dead now? If I manage to like... Oh, that's really funny. That's just really funny. Yeah, like there's no eyes here. I think you can make one. If he solidifies, I have to do this. He can Atari. I take. He takes. I take back. I'm pretty sure this... Alright, so what do you want to do? You want to go here, obviously. Alright, so he wants to go down. Then I play here. He Ataris. I Atari. He Ataris on the other side. I feel like this might lose the game. Oh man, I wish I could read this. Okay, so I go here. He goes down. Right, chill. I Atari, or just block. He Ataris. I Atari. He Ataris on the other side. I take. He connects. I Atari. I think I'm okay. Let's see what happens. I mean, worst comes to worst, I'll sack this. I'll sack it in Sente. Then I'll Atari this. And then that will make it such that he can't have two eyes anywhere. And then, like, this entire thing is dead. But I think this is okay. I think. That's really crazy. If this entire thing dies, I wasn't even trying. I was just like, I'm just going to try to, like, press my advantage, right? I got strong in the area. I attacked his group. And then this kind of just happened. It's kind of really cool. That's one for the books. That is one for the books. Also, could you guys even see me at all? Or was I hunched over too much? No, we're good. Okay. Just like make good shape and like limit your opponent and stuff and just like be chill and you be good. All right, moment of truth. Here we go. Yep. Now it's a little easier to read and it still can technically back out of this with minimal damage. Is this okay? I Atari. He Ataris. I take. He goes down. I connect. No problems. He goes over and over. What is he seeing? I want to know what he sees. Because at this point, if you get it to work, then you deserve it. Because I don't see it. Right? Ayatari, he goes there. Yeah. Okay. He resigned. Woo! Wow. That was a mind rattler. Unintentional capture of the entire bottom right.
Alright, so mini Chinese.
And caps lock. Games of Go, depending on your time settings, they can last anywhere from 15 minutes to over an hour. Usually for me, I'm pretty busy, so I like to play 20 minutes each side, and we usually play faster, so they last like half hour.
Yeah. The stronger you get, I don't know if they can hear me on stream.
Yeah, they can.
Okay. The stronger you get, because I muted your stream so that like I wouldn't like constantly hear you repeating yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But like the stronger you get, the longer you end up spending, generally speaking.
Right.
So like when I play over the board against Janice Kim every week, those games can take up to like 4 or 5 hours.
Wow. That's awesome. No wonder, yeah, that would really help your reading too, because you're reading as deeply as you can for most of the game. So
Yeah. So like normally we're used to seeing this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there are some like there you can approach, but I would venture to say like 95% of professional games like splits the side, which implies that splitting the side is a big point. So I think if I were black, I would take the side. Because if we think about it from like a theory perspective, white can never build as quickly as black can.
Right.
Because you have the first move.
That's true.
So, because the any sort of formation opening, I should say, when like whether it's mini micro Chinese, Kobayashi, the side Chinese Fizeki Sirensei, the main idea is to lure your opponents in to attack. So we want to make our moyos massive, and the reason for that is the more massive the moyo is, the easier it is to make points off of it. If he takes away this area, I'm going to get this area. If he takes away this area, I'm going to get this area.
Right.
Kind of in that sense.
Right.
So, normally,
Yep.
does this?
Normally it's like a running battle, or at least the what black group gets cut off and it can limit white up top. But I was looking at the
So like in the vast majority of when you see this Joseki being played, at a certain level they really like to do this.
Right.
But this is never seen in high level games almost.
Interesting. I haven't gotten to the point where they don't do that yet.
Yeah, and the reason for this is, so let's just say black extends.
I did a video
White
on this.
opens the side.
B16. Well, after black does H15.
All right, B16.
Yeah.
Then we still probably would just jump,
Mm-hmm.
or help the group some way.
Yep.
White helps their group some way, and we see that like, no matter what you're doing, your efficiency is very low. Because white needs 2 moves to kill the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Because as it stands, we can make a code.
Yeah.
So that's the main reason why you don't really see this in professional games, except for special circumstances in which white is ultra thick everywhere and just wants to destroy you.
Yeah, for some reason, I guess I'm just not good enough yet to realize how to play it properly, but the Joseki variation where I play F18 instead in the beginning, like instead of pushing up, just yeah, and then right that frustrates me to no end. I feel so disadvantaged.
This is actually a situation of positional judgment. All right. and I'm actually really happy to talk about this.
Cool.
So you have about 10 points in the corner. White, we can't actually call this territory yet. This area.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna invade down there, but we can't call it territory yet. So we have to keep that in mind. White will probably end up getting 15 to 20 points worth there though, most likely.
Mm-hmm.
But he's gonna have to spin another move before we can truly say it's territory. The second thing, before you approached, White has already played 2 moves there.
Right.
So we have to keep that in mind when we're doing this. And third, you get Sente. So really, White has played 3 moves to get this situation, essentially.
Okay.
Does that make a little bit of sense? So
Yeah.
essentially, like, if we look at this, White has spent 3 moves and you get another move somewhere else to make this area 3 moves more than you. So of
Right.
course his situation is gonna look better than yours.
Right. Right.
But you have to take into account that you got 3 moves somewhere else.
Right.
And that's something that we tend to fail to see sometimes when we're analyzing like how many moves. Like I think the easiest one is to see like I'm sure you've seen this like opening before.
Mm-hmm.
Where White where we just make territory,
Yes.
right? Okay, if we just look at the side, Black got 2 big corners, White has this
Invadable
okay-ish brew.
sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, like it doesn't look great, but yes, Black played the first 3 moves on that side, so of course Black should look better.
Right.
And that's the thing to keep in mind about this Joseki. It gives you Sente, so White it has to spend 3 moves in order to achieve this result.
Mm-hmm. That's a great way to look at it. I'm gonna try to play with that now and like use Sente and just see where it gets me, because it's a good point.
Yeah. I mean, it's not just a Sente thing. Like, White had a stone at...
Right. I did take White's corner too, so.
Oh, okay. So, let's look at the game. I think, yeah, stylistically, I think this is very much playable. Nothing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
The block isn't quite Sente,
Oh,
but I
it's
do
not.
understand that you don't want to give White the B17 in Sente.
Mm-hmm. And then there's the clamp as well, so it's Sente for me. I think that exchange if White wants to keep the bottom.
White, at this point... Ooh, it's hard to say whether White should probably answer, actually, yeah. Alright, so in other words, White has spent another move, but now this is... We can call that territory.
Mm-hmm.
And we actually count it in terms of what his moves are getting him. It's about 7, if we draw that as like kind of a sector line, it's like 17, 18 points.
Mm-hmm.
So you spent 4 moves there.
Right.
4.
And like subtract the 12 that I got there,
Right.
right? So.
So, in other words, he's making pretty low efficiency. Alright, so you induce him to come in. I think so far Black is doing pretty good. Well, alright, so when we look at Black, we see a weakness here, right?
Yes.
And a weakness here. And these are kind of the 2 eye-catching weaknesses. But where do you think Black is going to make territory?
Not on the bottom.
Right, not on the bottom. So if we jump this way, where do you think White would do?
Probably play the weakness.
Play it immediately?
No. White would have to make shape first.
So something like this?
H6. Yeah.
Alright, so like if we just follow the classic kind of
Pattern.
here, we've fixed your weakness, right?
That's true.
And we've built up the other side. We can take Sente now.
That's true.
So this is an idea of like if we approach this just in theory, you play from the weaker side,
Hmm.
but we don't really want to build this side.
Right.
And if we read it, because this would be an overplay for white, you can just probably seal directly.
Right. White still needs another move to remove any possibilities of f3
Right.
being anything.
Right. So if we just kind of envision this flow, you're helping your weak group indirectly by, like, because you want to defend it, you force white to play in such a way that makes you defend. But this overall should still be good for black. Okay. Oh, wow. So he just Tanuki.
Yeah. I didn't actually, I mean, even though he Tanuki'd, I didn't really know how to take advantage of it right away. So.
All right. So there's a few things. Like, one, in attacking, there's generally, or I guess there's 3 ways that we can look at it. We either try to seal it, we drive it out and chase it, or we kill it.
Right.
Now, killing is obviously the riskiest one.
Right.
But so, for example, let's consider driving it out. Now, you do have to ask yourself, like, if I don't play there, will white get anything? Will white be able to live? And I think the answer is yes, because so if we get this, white's alive.
Yes.
All right, so we play to drive it out. White jumps out. We probably continue to fly like something like this. And if we look at this development, what are we really getting?
Well, right away, not much. I mean, black can play f5 and turn it into some points.
Yeah, we've gotten some stuff here, but this is like, do we really want this?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think driving it out looked great.
The other idea is to seal it in. All right, white's alive now. And we can see that if we continue to play in this vein, we can maybe build some points in the center.
Right.
But this is it's so open because there's A and B directions.
Yeah.
We're not really sure about this either. So one idea could be, and I don't know if this is the best, is to attack this side first.
That was my idea. I was like, could I get a splitting attack later somehow?
Yeah. So we should probably play high to attack because this attach really helps white.
Oh, nice. Okay.
In the future, and I'm sure you'll encounter this in your own games, when black has this shape, we want to play here. Because it aims at hitting black's weakness in the corner. And it's actually really hard for black to continue attacking.
Oh, neat. Okay.
Yeah, black has to do something like this so that you don't get, so that white doesn't get this move. So yeah, the jump is a little slack.
Yeah, capping it didn't look good because I'm like, what am I capping it for? Like what's it's facing white.
Yeah, I think white would just play here.
Yeah.
And it's not clear who's under attack, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I want to try to keep the attack up with something more connected to my top.
So like black plays here?
I guess. I mean,
like this, but this doesn't feel right? So I think maybe just here. And now, if white doesn't play, obviously we have a cap. So white would probably jump. And we've kind of strengthened our corner shape.
Right.
Right now, the issue is we probably do have to drive the white group on the bottom out so that they can get closer. We want these two white groups to get closer so we can split them.
Right. The splitting attack is too far right now.
Yeah.
Which actually ended up happening later in the game naturally. But it was very unintentional.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. White wants to kill himself.
And thankfully I was able to, so at least there's that.
So you're sacrificing f3 here.
Yeah, I figured if he wasted
You have a
moves,
game request.
I didn't think driving it out was like a good idea. And I thought maybe I could just emergency make it live in the corner if things got really bad. I didn't really know how to handle
This
that.
move is probably right, but I wouldn't want to Hane again. I'd want to start attacking this group.
Hmm.
And the reason why is because if I can make this group thick, then I might not want to sacrifice f3.
Right.
But in any case, like the idea is we want to keep our options available. This commits to sacrificing it right now.
Gotcha. Oh, and Uru, just saw your comment. We're taking a little detour. We're doing a pretty in-depth review of the game that I just played. Maybe I can do the pro game after this if we have the time.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
This is
the
good.
second push was probably a little too much. You probably need to connect here. Because this cut is actually really hard to answer. If white plays here, I don't know what to do as black.
Yeah.
All right. Well, makes bamboo joint. So even actually here, like,
So I was just able to get it to live.
yeah, I'm not gonna worry too much about this right here because if you misread, you misread, and there's nothing like theoretical to review about that. Okay, nice. You got the big point here.
Okay, good. That was the big point.
All right.
I was like, yeah.
Here we should probably. This is kind of a vital point of shape, right? Because if white gets it, his shape is pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
And then this also talks about the other thing, like, does this white move connect?
Right.
So there's no need to disconnect when they're not connected.
Gotcha.
White should probably actually force here first, but because in terms of like shape, this is actually a really annoying move for white to answer. Okay, so you just made shape.
Yeah. I felt in the lead, so I didn't want to go insane.
Oh wow, and white passed.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you decided to invade.
And more reduced, but yeah, that was...
Who's ahead of like area here?
I felt like I was very much ahead.
Actually, it's like looking around at the status of your groups. Everything is so thick because you've either killed his stones, like on the bottom, or you're just flat out alive with good shape. So you can pretty much do whatever you want here.
Yeah. That's kind of how I kind of felt.
Yeah. So like one idea might just be to like attack, and the reason why I'm pushing white this way is because, like, let's just say white does something like this. Then I want to come through and cut off those two stones.
That's a cool idea.
Which is pretty big. I don't, because if we come here, like, the maximum white can get is something like this.
Yeah.
Which really isn't that much.
No, it's not.
Like, this area that we're breaking into, like, 12 points max.
True.
So, no need for it. Ooh. Double Hane is the shape.
Oh. I was thinking the double Hane.
Yeah, though, so, like, it's kind of, in this case...
I didn't have the
the
ladder,
ladder?
though.
Ladder doesn't work yet.
No,
but
the ladder doesn't work yet.
a move like this is Sente.
That's true. Oh, that's great.
Like, does that break the ladder? No, it doesn't. Okay, so we needed some sort of different move. Maybe we need to play this way. So, but like, you get the idea of how to like try to make a ladder breaker work.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because this is bad shape for black,
Right.
and we're actually giving white a lot of solid territory in exchange for relatively unclear benefits.
Yeah.
White needs to save his group.
True.
Okay. Yeah, this was nice.
Cool.
Pretty much, it's like game over already. You could have attacked this way. This is his shape point.
Oh, yeah, it is. That's true.
Um, but he can't jump, so
Yeah, it's actually, that's a great point. Wow.
yeah. It was this here is a little too soft, but because he's not alive on the bottom yet, it's okay.
Yeah. I didn't really mind because I could run that stone out now. And then I realized after running that stone out, he doesn't have any eyes.
Yeah,
I'm like,
in
well, this is
general,
great.
in terms of Audrey, we want to kill this way.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It didn't make a difference, but yeah.
That's the
So I
result.
think pretty well played. There were a few technique issues. But other than that, like I think overall you did a good job of sticking to your plan, making sure your own groups were safe, thinking about how to attack and how to make profit from that attack.
Cool.
So
Good
yeah,
stuff.
overall well done.
Nice. Thanks. Well, thank you so much for being on for the review. Learned a ton. And I think now we'll try to get to the pro game that I wanted to go over.